Solstice Elliott. I'm 46 years old, and this is my vlog where I share with you my adventures of how I stay youthful inside and out through conscious living and personal transformation.
Thanks for watching, Soul Tribes. Subscribe and be part of my tribe. So is that the plan, to camp up there then?
Yes. But you're not, right?
Right, well, can I park down here? Do they allow overnight parking?
Yeah, you should be fine.
Okay. Cool. I'm Solstice, by the way.
Solstice, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Kelly, Solstice, and Kelly, Nikko. Kelly.
So I know all about this cold plunge thing, and I kind of get like why people get into it, but I have still not been able to bring myself to just get into the hot. I just can't do it. It's been so miserable. I just start crying.
I find that it helps if you just focus on your breath. I tell myself, I'm not the resistance. I am the water. I gotta become the water. Yeah, I have some other friends too that tell me that have done it. It's really best to like, get grounded and centered before you go in.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes a difference too.
Okay. I will do the breath work. I will get grounded and centered. I will try it maybe another time because I did not come prepared with swimsuit right now. Don't leave me in the dust. So this is the turnoff then, huh?
I don't want to leave Solstice.
Yeah, because I don't know where we're going. I haven't done this route before. Ember, what is your secret to staying in shape? Ember.
Breath work. I like hiking. Being on the trails, for sure.
So you don't work out in a gym at all?
I do. I have worked, like I'll work out at the gym maybe twice a week and then do trails, running.
Do you run trails?
Yeah. Some of my favorite.
I don't know. I do a lot of nature time and I don't think I'm as nearly as good a shape you are in.
Well,
I'm like huffing and puffing up this hill.
I feel like doing workouts in nature, I get lost, like, and distracted from my pain.
Oh.
But I usually do it like a shorter run twice a week and then
So you don't do yoga?
a longer run. I have been doing some yoga, incorporating that. Take my vitamins.
That's the other thing you do? Take your vitamins. All right.
Right.
Well, it smells yummy and chocolate. Ooh, it's warm. Wonderful.
You don't even have to tell Solstice to be mindful. She's like, ooh, automatic sense.
This stuff is known as the food for the shift. Theobroma, the mild stimulant that's in chocolate that makes it what it is, among other active ingredients that stimulate mood-altering, mood-enhancing effects. Theobromine translates from Latin as the food of the gods. In ancient Mayan, Aztec, and Toltec cultures, they drank this stuff almost daily for religious and spiritual practices. The guy I studied with reintroduced this stuff as a plant medicine partner to the planet. Chocolate doesn't take you on a trip. It is a plant medicine partner, which is very different than a plant medicine teacher. So in that sense, it rings the door to you, and you have the opportunity to go through that door and journey with in a dynamic partnership.
Like
My favorite legend about it is that when mankind gets out of harmony with the natural world, cacao will emerge from the jungles to reestablish the harmony. These days, you see people using chocolate for all kinds of stuff.
What's the name of the person you studied under?
Keith Wilson. He's basically the real Willy Wonka.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite way to really connect in with the cacao before you actually ingest it?
Right.
Okay, so hold it with both hands and just ask that whatever you need right now comes into the cup. Whatever your heart needs, whatever your mind needs, and you don't even have to know. It can just be an energy, it can just be an intention that you will receive upon drinking this stuff, whatever it is that you're needing or wanting to connect to. Cacao is one of this planet's best connection / partnership tools. So whatever you want to connect with, it can really support you. Do a cheers
It's like an aha moment.
Yeah.
Oh!
to the spirits of chocolate.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, so we laid there last night, and the stars were amazing.
Oh my gosh.
We were the same way, like in the tent.
We need to put this cacao in the pancake mix.
Oh, cacao and pancakes.
Like when I journey by myself, I go real deep and introspective and get most of my personal work done. But in a group setting, it's me battling. What was I too? Was I too much? Was I too loud? Did I not shut up? Did I cut somebody off? Did I flirt with somebody? Or are they going to be weird about it the next day? Or did I touch them in a loving way? And my mind starts doing shit like that. It's crazy.
It's like your mental patterns of how you've been socialized.
Yeah. He needs guy company.
Yes.
And I told her, I
It's
said,
so needed.
I think it is. And I said,
We're
you know,
ashamed to not have it in our society.
There's a book called The Friendless American Male. It's very common for a lot of men not to have any close relationships. Part of my journey started 10 years ago with a men's group that I joined. It's just needed. Men need other men around them.
It's such
men
a...
that'll
Women
call
need
them out,
women,
not just
men need
posing.
men,
Because most men
and
get
then
together and they pose.
Yeah.
And they cover for each other's posing. And what I mean by posing is putting up the mask of whether it's your macho, whether it's your truck, whether it's your possessions or your golf swing. Men, like a lot of men, that's what it's very shallow.
Yeah.
They're not vulnerable with each other. They cover for each other.
It's more like building up an image. Or ego.
But to have men you can be accountable to, that'll call you on your shit, that'll tell you the truth, that'll cry with you, that you can.
So much.
Men need that, and we don't have it in our society.
So we've been on this text thread, me, Colby, Jaguar, and Alex, and it's amazing. Like every day we're having conversations, we're connecting, we're scheming about events and stuff, and
that's awesome.
And it's just so healthy. Like those are my dudes. You know, that
I need that.
Yeah.
I don't think emotion is exclusively like feminine. Like I don't think that it takes away or emasculates you because now you're discussing emotions. Like I think you can be completely masculine and still have.
In fact, when you do that with men, it's very bonding. It's very like
healing in a way.
You get naked almost, you know.
That in our society, men have been demasculated. You know, and it's either toxic masculinity where it's all macho, or the man is completely passive. Like, and in the book he uses this analogy of city slickers, where the guy comes for career day, and there's the plumber that's like ball buster, and then there's Mitch who's just like, you know,
You don't resonate
totally
with
checked
that.
out. So usually in masculinity in our society, it's either two extremes. But men need to be strong, but they need to be soft. They need to be compassionate too. Anyway, he talked about Jesus was the perfect example of this. Jesus he could clear the temple, right? He could clear the temple if he needed to, but yet he was the most gentle person you could ever meet. He had both.
And assertive is not aggressive. Like
oftentimes
a lot of people will use the word assertive, like, oh, she's very assertive, like referring to like a more aggressive woman. I'm like, no, that's a good thing to be assertive.
Like have boundaries, know what you need.
Yeah.
Ancient societies, all hunter-gatherer, all farm, agricultural societies, young men and women had rites of passage, where they would go out and be initiated by older men, by the uncles, by the dads. The women, same thing. We don't have that anymore. And we lose that. And the young men would come back. They knew their place. They knew they had an identity. And our society, to be a man is you get old enough, you're 18, you can go kill people, you can buy alcohol, and you can that's what it means to be a man in our fucked up society.
We want to recreate a vision quest or rites of passage for the men's retreat in July.
Wonderful.
Oh, that's so exciting, man.
Yes.
I feel
And
that.
I think as both women and men,
we need
more
balance
alike
too,
than we
because we don't want to be women shouldn't be passive either.
Have some butter.
And
but
we're
we don't
taught
want to be like
compete
so
against
strong
each
and
other.
independent all the time either. Like, we want that male like balance with us, like not constantly having to like be on all the time, taking care of everything.
This is the
amazing.
Thank you.
First,
Cold plunging, like
why
so.
are people getting cold water?
Yeah, like how do you do it? Like,
Well, it's for me. It's just my mind. It's mind over matter, because my mind tells me, "What the hell are you doing? Why are you getting in ice water?" And I override my mind and get in anyway. And sometimes my mind will, well, the whole time it's going, "Get out, get out, get out," and then sometimes my mind will just shut off and say, "Oh shit, he's not going to get out of the ice water." And so that's my moment of bliss, when my mind shuts off and I enter this state of time ceases, and then the next thing I know, I've been in 5 minutes. Sometimes that happens. It doesn't happen every time, but so that's kind of,
it's that total surrender.
yeah, it's a total surrender.
In his journey of life, he's working on balance. And so he balances these rocks. He just does it everywhere we go.
Right?
This is cool. And they're very self-soothing. And so, yeah, it's really an intimate thing that he does.
My bigger drum has even got more resonance.
Oh, I sat and felt it over here.
You want some?
Oh, no, I'll go for some.
You want some? Get some.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys be so good meeting you.
Yes.
Thanks for letting me.
Oh, I am a little ungrounded. Woo! Okay, I think I was barefoot even. Right? Yeah.
Thank you.
Coming up, the Feel Like a Kid Again fun continues with the pool party with my family. Then we escape the heat with a high elevation hiking adventure with my brother in the Wasatch Mountains of Utah.
I always suggest here. This is a great place to see shooting stars.
And then we learn how to feel like a kid again from the master, my 6-year-old niece, Cameron.
It looks like a jungle.
This is where little Cameron's gonna sleep. As I take her on a camping adventure in my van.
I started a huge fire.
Oh, look at it!
And I want to be strong for karate camp. Let's just do it. I'm choking.
Can we just kiss? Just a nice little toothy kiss.
I'm excited to test out my new bedroom. Can I go to bed now?
You trying to stay cozy? Where are you?
What? You have a box in here?
I got my fridge.
Great. It looks like a treasure box that's blue. Chilly out there.
Join the fun by searching for Solstice Elliott's vlog on YouTube, episode 9. Subscribe and be part of my tribe.
So be careful for the sleeping T-Rex.